crossing the line. You notice a double solid line that you don't cross. I'm looking on the right and it's cleared. Looking on the left, it's cleared. And just remember the time. Okay, gentlemen, note the time. Record the off time as I have a real, yeah, okay, 15:40. We are behind schedule. So it's going to be around about 7 o'clock when we arrive. Well, let's go ahead and do this. And I missed something on the, whoa, bumpy up here. And what I did not do is put my flaps up. So I'm going to go ahead and put my gear up. So I obviously missed something on my checklist. Go ahead and hit the autopilot. Let's see, nav and the autopilot. So I'm going to go ahead and crank my speed, altitude up to, I should have had that done. A little behind. This is considered behind the airplane. And let's see. And then vertical speed. Did not want vertical speed. Get some nose down. Some nose down, nose down, nose down. Vertical speed. There we go. That should nail it right there. So about 93-ish. So we're departing out of Deming, New Mexico, and off our right wing tip, it's interesting view there. Those are the Florida mountains. Let me go ahead and yeah, off to the right, those mountains off to the right, off of our wing, those are the Florida mountains. Not quite sure how they got the name Florida mountains because Florida is pretty flat. What I've heard referred to as Florida mountains is the antennas. They have lots of antennas and they're hard to spot in flight. So not quite sure how that came about. So, fun fact, this area is tied to Butterfield Overland, the Butterfield Overland mail route. The stagecoach line that carried the U.S. mail across the nation came through this area. And that was before the Civil War. And you're literally flying over the Old West. We're on top of Deming, BOR, and I'm going to play some music that's appropriate to the area that we're in. I hope you enjoy it.
Morning breaks over the Mimbres Valley. Florida mountains casting shadows in the alley. Pre-flight done, got the clearance in my head. Not a real tower, so I broadcast what I said. Jet A's warm, oil temps in the green. Cleanest diamond 50 that you ever seen. Release the brake keys, the power start to roll. Eastbound soul, got a Texas size goal. Leaving Deming, dust in the rear view. Climbing through the layers, got nothing to fear true. Crad intersection, first point in the sky. From the desert floor, watch the altimeter fly. Rolling eastbound, the sunrise in my eyes. This is why I fly, man. This is why I ride. Hold short, run up max, check left and right. Prop cycle, smooth vacuum, pressure's tight. Flap set, trim, neutral lights, full bright. Demon traffic rolling 19 out of sight. Rolling down the asphalt, 80 knots rotate. Positive rate, gear up, watch the terrain deflate. Florida mountains dropping off the left wingtip. Autopilot on, let the journey start to breathing Demon, dust in the rear view. Climbing through the layers, got nothing to fear true. Crad intersection, first point in the sky. From the desert floor, watch the altimeter fly. Rolling eastbound, the sunrise in my eyes. This is why I fly, man. This is why I ride. 10,000 feet, scrub brush fades to green. Crossing over Hoban where the cattle used to graze unseen. Crowd is on a GPS, 30 miles to go. Lake to other journey, let the engine steal the show. The desert turns to ranch land turns to plain. Every fix along the airway, another link in the chain. Level at 15.5, the winds are out the west. Ground speed creeping, flying at my best. Crack coming up, the first mark on the list. Every waypoint passed is a worry that I kissed. The DA-50's humming, burning jetted clean. From New Mexico to Texas, paint a western scene. Leaving Deming, dust in the rear view. Crowd behind me, nothing left to fear, true. Eastbound soul, Texas on my mind. Rolling through the morning, even the desert behind. Morning breaks over the Mimbres Valley. Florida mountains casting shadows in the alley. Pre-flight done, got the clearance in my head. Not a real tower, so I broadcast what I see. Jet A's, warm oil temps in the green. Cleanest diamond 50 that you ever seen. Release the brake, ease the power, start to roll. Eastbound soul, got a Texas size goal. Leaving Deming, dust in the rear view. Climbing through the layers, got nothing to fear, true. Crowd intersection, first point in the sky. From the desert floor, watch the altimeter fly. Rolling eastbound, the sunrise in my eyes. This is why I fly.
Still in the same general area.
This is why I hold short, run up, max check left and right. Prop cycle, smooth vacuum, precious tight. Flap set, trim neutral, lights full bright. Deming traffic, rolling 19 out of sight. Rolling down the asphalt, 80 knots rotate. Positive rate, get up, watch the terrain deflate. Florida mountains dropping off the left wing tip. Autopilot on, let the journey start to grip. Leaving Deming, dust in the rear view.
So we're up in, they're in target altitude, so we're up around 4,000. Now these things are starting to get a little dim. So I am going to pull the oxygen. Okay. What I'm trying to show you is, see if I can get us there.
The desert turns to ranchland, the rangeland turns to plain. Every fix along the airway.
Okay, so here, I don't know if you can see it. Here we go. So there's a little knob right here, and this is where I'm gonna pull this, and that enabled the oxygen. That turned on the oxygen.
The DA-50's humming, burning jetted clean. From New Mexico to Texas, paint a western scene.
So we are level at 15,000. Coming up on 15,500.
Eastbound soul, Texas on my mind. Rolling through the morning, leaving the desert behind. Morning breaks over the Mimbres Valley. Florida mountains casting shadows in the alley. Pre-flight done, got the clearance in my head. Not the real tower, so I broadcast what I said. Jet A's, warm oil temps in the green. Clean as diamond that you ever seen. Release the brake, ease the power, start to roll. Eastbound, so got a Texas size goal. Leaving the dust in the rear view. Climbing through the layers, got nothing to fear, true. Crack intersection, first point in the sky. From the desert floor, watch the altimeter fly. Rolling eastbound, the sunrise in my eyes. This is why I fly, man, this is why I rise. Hold short, run up, max check left and right. Drop cycle, smooth vacuum pressures, tight flap set, trim neutral, lights full bright. Dimming traffic, rolling 19 out the sight. Rolling down the asphalt, beating out.
Now we're crossing Semper intersection. So, still in that vast area and the Florida mountain area. So, you hear that breathing noise. It's not Darth Vader. It's actually the oxygen system. It's simulating the oxygen system. Breathe as we would hear if you had the mask on. Have some pretty good rendering. You take a look at here. 31 is pretty good, and at higher altitudes you typically have a better view. So you look off to the left. That's the progress that we made so far. We are here. So we've taken off, we've covered all this ground. Now we're coming up on Zaxos intersection.